Right, just want to chat before we go to the break. Keith mentioned there he's one of the top targets to come in, particularly if Isak does move on. And you understand why, because coming into Chelsea, we saw big an impact can he make at Chelsea, even with all the other big signings they've made?
Well, Mr. Rodrigo there at Real Madrid might disagree with this, but I think he's probably the biggest talent. He's an astonishing talent. I mean, Chelsea have already seen this and suffered from it. Against them. It's absurd.
Chelsea have long been seen as a club facing a financial dilemma, but they have changed things significantly. For some time, the narrative around Chelsea was one of a football club on a slippery slope to financial purgatory, given how much they had spent on transfers and how little competitive success had been achieved. The club are approaching the £1.5 billion mark in terms of money spent on transfers under the ownership of the consortium led by Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital, who acquired the club out of the forced sale of Roman Abramovich in May 2022. Chelsea development for Chelsea Football Club, the Blues have reportedly completed the signing of RB Leipzig's dynamic attacking midfielder Xavi Simons in a deal that has set the football world abuzz, as exclusively revealed by Sky Sports' Transfer Center Live. The 22-year-old Netherlands international, one of Europe's most coveted young talents, joins Enzo Maresca's squad for a reported fee of around £60 million, marking a significant statement of intent for Chelsea as they aim to reclaim their place among the Premier League's elite in the 2025-26 season. This blockbuster transfer, finalized in the closing days of the summer window, caps a whirlwind of negotiations, strategic squad management, and bold ambition from Stamford Bridge. Let's dive into the details of this transformative signing, Xavi Simons' journey, the complexities of the deal, and what it means for Chelsea's future. Xavi Simons has been a name on the lips of football fans across Europe since his breakout performances at PSV Eindhoven and later RB Leipzig. The versatile playmaker, capable of operating as an attacking midfielder, winger, or even a deeper-lying creator, has dazzled with his technical brilliance, vision, and knack for decisive moments. Last season in the Bundesliga, Simons contributed 8 goals and 11 assists in 32 appearances for Leipzig, showcasing his ability to influence games with both creativity and flair. His performances earned him a regular spot in the Netherlands national team, where he's been hailed as a cornerstone of their next generation. Chelsea's pursuit of Simons, as reported by Sky Sports on July 23, 2025, reflects their desire to add a player who combines youth, versatility, and proven quality to a squad undergoing a significant rebuild under Maresca. The road to securing Simons' signature was far from straightforward. Chelsea entered club-to-club talks with RB Leipzig in late July, with negotiations focusing on the £60 million valuation set by the German club. Sources indicate that Leipzig rebuffed initial attempts to include players like Christopher Nkunku, Armando Broja, Tariq George, or Carney Chukwuemeka as makeweights in a swap deal, preferring a straight cash transaction. This stance complicated matters, as Chelsea's transfer strategy has been heavily dependent on player sales to fund new signings, a necessity driven by profit and sustainability rules. The breakthrough came with the sale of João Felix to Al Nassr for £43.7 million, £26.2 million up front, plus £17.5 million in add-ons, which provided the financial flexibility to accelerate the Simons deal. Posts on X from July 23 to 26, including from @CFDDaily and @NotPanine, suggested growing confidence in the transfer, with reports of an agreed fee and Simons' enthusiasm for the move. A significant factor in sealing the deal was Simons' own desire to join Chelsea. According to Football.London, the Dutchman, a long-term admirer of the club, gave the green light to the move, with his agent, Ali Barat, facilitating swift agreement on personal terms within 48 hours of initial talks. The proposed contract, rumored to be a 7-year deal with an option to extend until 2033, reflects Chelsea's long-term vision for Simons as a central figure in their midfield. His preference for the Premier League over other suitors, including Bayern Munich and Barcelona, was noted by ESPN and Bild, with Bild highlighting Barat's connections to English clubs as a key influence. This player-driven momentum, combined with Chelsea's strategic sales, allowed them to outpace rivals like Arsenal, who were also linked with Simons but trailed in negotiations. The financial structure of the deal is noteworthy. Leipzig's initial £60 million demand was reportedly negotiated down to a package closer to £50 million, with add-ons making up the difference, partly due to PSG's sell-on clause from Simons' previous transfer. Chelsea's ability to raise £137.7 million from sales this summer, including Felix's departure, has kept their net spend at £82.3 million, demonstrating shrewd financial management. However, complications arose when Leipzig expressed interest. So what does Xavi Simons bring to Chelsea? At 22, he's a player with immense potential and immediate impact. His ability to play across the front line or in midfield offers Maresca tactical flexibility. Sky Sports highlighted his standout 2024-25 Bundesliga season, where he combined intelligent movement, precise passing, and a knack for spectacular goals. Simons' 19 goal contributions last season dwarfed those of Chelsea's current attacking midfield options, and his 1.2 key passes per game suggest that he can elevate the Blues' creativity. Compared to players like Christopher Nkunku, who may be moved on to accommodate Simons, the Dutchman offers a higher ceiling due to his age and adaptability. Maresca, known for his possession-based system, likely sees Simons as a key cog in linking midfield and attack, potentially alongside Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, with new signing Jorel Hato bolstering the defense. The signing addresses a critical need in Chelsea's squad, a dynamic, goal-contributing midfielder to complement their recent attacking additions, João Pedro and Liam Delap. Chelsea's output attacking last season relied heavily on Nicholas Jackson, whose 34 goal contributions over 2 seasons are impressive but insufficient for a title challenge. Simons' arrival, alongside the club's decision to retain Jackson despite interest from Manchester United and Saudi clubs, signals a strategy to build a versatile forward line. Posts on X reflect fan excitement, with @CFD Daily citing Fabrizio Romano's reports of Chelsea being clear favorites and Simons' green light for the move. However, some skepticism persists, as ESPN noted a stumbling block in Leipzig's rejection of swap deals, suggesting the deal's finalization required significant last-minute maneuvering. X posts, while exciting, are often speculative, and even reliable sources like Football.London reported ongoing talks rather than a done deal. The expired release clause narrative from the Eze transfer parallels Simons' case, where Leipzig's firm valuation complicated negotiations. It's possible Chelsea structured the deal with performance-based add-ons to meet Leipzig's demands while staying within financial limits. The club's history of bold transfer moves under Todd Boehly suggests they're unafraid to push for high-profile targets, but their exit-dependent strategy underscores the delicate balance of squad management. For Leipzig, losing Simons is a blow, but aligns with their model of developing and selling talent. The funds will likely be reinvested, with interest in Chukwuemeka indicating a desire to maintain midfield depth. For Chelsea, Simons' arrival is a coup, but integrating him into a bloated squad, already featuring players like Pedro Neto who can play centrally and Cole Palmer, will test Maresca's tactical acumen. The departure of players like Raheem Sterling, who returned from an unsuccessful loan at Arsenal, and others like Ben Chilwell or Axel Disasi could free up space and wages to ensure Simons thrive. Yet the holdup involving Chukwuemeka's decision highlights the complexity of modern transfers, where multiple deals are interlinked. Chelsea's preseason preparations, including their Club World Cup success, suggest a squad ready to compete, and Simons' debut could come in their Premier League opener, potentially against Tottenham. His versatility might see him deployed on the left of a 4-2-3-1, cutting inside to link with Jackson or Pedro, or as a number 10 to unlock defenses.